Okay, what are the Chicago Bears doing? Look, I drink out of a thermos or a whatever the hell this tumbler maybe. I gave them money by buying this. I got it at Bed Bath and Beyond on clearance. I think it was $2. I assume that there's some licensing that goes in, and they get. What are they doing, man? What are they doing? Sorry, I'm a little grimy. It's end of the week. My Friday evening, just went on a run with my dog. I'm trying to shed some of these pounds and take out my anger from my favorite sports team. Look, my wedding band. Oh my god, my damn wedding band has their look at my gross finger has their nasty ass logo on it. What are they doing, man? What the fuck are they doing? So I don't even know where to start. Um, okay, Ryan Pace. That's where you start because I mean I guess it starts with Ted Phillips and Mike McCaskey. Sell the team, Virginia. You can make so much money right there at the end of your life. You could be the richest old person you want to be. You could be the oldest and richest person alive. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? Giving Andy Dalton $10 million. It's the Cowboys' backup quarterback. Ben DiNucci played better than Andy Dalton, some could argue, last season. We signed the second worst backup quarterback to be our starter from the Cowboys. Jacoby Brissett, how much did he get? Let's see. Jacoby Brissett got, I thought it was 5 million. Oh, they gave him 10 million. Okay, so, oh no, Ryan Fitzpatrick got 10 million, same as Andy Dalton, significantly better. Brissett got 7.5 million. How much did Tyrod Taylor get? Let's see. Okay, Tyrod Taylor got up to $12.5 million, so that's more than Andy Dalton. But I mean, the guy who was just our starting quarterback got $2.5 million to be the backup in Buffalo. Mitch Trubisky played better than Andy Dalton last season. I know that a lot of people wouldn't want to bring Mitch Trubisky back. Get it? I totally get it. But it would have been significantly cheaper to have the better quarterback, is what I'm getting at. And they told Andy Dalton he's the starter. Then they cut or are trading Kyle Fuller. If you trade him, great, get something back. I get it. They're over the cap and something's got to happen. But Andy Dalton, and then they're going to trade Akeem Hicks, and like everyone's pissed. And it's like, so you have 1 foot in and 1 foot out of the rebuild right now. That's what it is. It's Ryan Pace spent years, the past few off seasons, restructuring contracts, backloading deals to try to make it, you know, someone else's problem down the line. We're gonna win now. The money will be a problem later, but we're gonna win now. That's why we're doing it. Well, they didn't win, so now it's all just bad. So you did this thing that would make life better now, worse later, and instead life was just bad all the time. That's kind of the short and sweet of it. You fucked up the quarterback situation three times now. Could be fourth, depending on how Andy Dalton turns out. I'm not gonna throw the guy away immediately. I'm not expecting anything good, but it'd be unfair of me to say he fucked it up when we haven't even seen him play yet. So 3 times he's fucked up the quarterback situation. Why are we trusting him to fix it now? What has he shown? Has he ever evaluated a quarterback and gotten something decent out of his evaluation? Has he scouted someone and found someone who is going to be a competent quarterback in the NFL? I'm not even talking about a franchise quarterback. I'm talking about competent. No. The 3 guys he found all flamed out. I don't know how Mike Lennon still has a job. The Giants just signed him to be their backup quarterback. Why? What did he show you in Jacksonville that said, oh, yeah, I mean, obviously that's a great insurance policy? There's no point. Mike Lennon sucks. I'm sure he's a great guy. I'm sure he's a great human being. Just like Mitchell Trubisky, great person, hard worker. Andy Dalton seems like a really nice guy. Nick Foles seems like a really smart guy, really nice guy. But like, why are we doing this? Why are they still in control? And the whole thing about the contract with Ryan Pace's contract, not the contracts he gives, but his contract, of like the caginess around it, that no one wants to say whether him and Nagy got, contract extensions or not. It seems like it. Do you think the guy signing Andy Dalton for $10 million to be a starting quarterback is concerned about his job security? I doubt it. You think the McCaskey families know anything about football? The McCaskey family, they don't know anything about football. Their job, their life career has been owning the team. They don't have, I understand that owning the team makes you think, oh, well, if they own a football team, they know something about football. No, it was inherited from George Halas down to his daughter, and then his daughter got married before that, but his daughter got married, and now it is like in the family. So it's not like these are football people. These are just old money, rich fucks, basically. Like Virginia seems nice. Virginia seems like a very nice old woman. What does she know about football? No offense, but like, why? What does Mike McCaskey know about football? What the fuck does Ted Phillips even do? Why are these the people that hire the people that are supposed to run the team? I mean, technically they run the team because they're hiring those people. It all kind of goes to the top, And when we saw this with the Bulls, when you have 2 incompetent people, Ted Phillips and Mike McCaskey, up here at the top, every decision they make is going to be incompetent all the way down, because they're going to hire incompetent people because they don't know what they're doing. And then those incompetent people are going to hire more incompetent people because they don't know what they're doing. And that's basically where we're at. It kind of all trickles down. Maybe Reagan was right about one thing. I don't know, man. I sell the damn team. If you don't know what you're doing, you're not getting results. What's the point? Well, the point is, like I said before, that they don't have another. They're not like a wealthy, oil tycoon who bought a football team. The football team is what they do. That's all they have. That's the only thing going on in their lives that makes them money. So they're not going to sell the team. They could do what Reinsdorf did. Why we're here, why you're even listening to me right now. Hire someone like Arturas Karnisovas to completely revamp their football operations, top to bottom. Someone who knows what they're doing. That would require Mike McCaskey to go, you know what, man? I don't know what I'm doing. Do you see that ever happening? It's probably never going to happen. But that's what's going to have to happen if something is going to change. And it's not going to happen. So it's not going to change. So the current situation as I record this is Kyle Fuller is either getting cut or traded, depending on if they can find a trade partner. Akeem Hicks wants a trade, and he's been given permission to seek one. The whole team seems to be upset, I guess. There are reports coming out that the locker room is pissed, which is like, whatever. You guys should have been pissed when you're on a 6-game losing streak. Or was it 7 games? I don't even fucking know. We deserve better. We're not stupid. We're really not that stupid. I know that football guys get the reputation. Chicago football fans we've never seen a good quarterback. We're meatheads or meatballs, and we want the backup to be the starter. We don't know quarterbacks. Blah 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 blah. I get the stereotypes. I get the narratives. But we're not that dumb. We've been through this before. We were given the same bullshit with Phil Emery and Mark Trestman. We were given the same bullshit with Jerry Angelo. And in hindsight, Lovie Smith kind of got a raw deal. Could argue about that, but it's over and done with. It's just like we deserve so much better. We have been through a lot. And I'm not trying to do a pity party, woe is me kind of thing. It's just like I think we're past the bullshit. Like we're past the hey, this is a rebuild. It takes years. We're past that. We're past the whole, this is a process to get a quarterback. Like it takes a couple seasons to get the offense installed. It takes a couple seasons for the quarterback to get comfortable in the offense. We're past that. We're even past, letting our defense lead the team because they're dismantling the defense now. The defense got old. We couldn't win when they were healthy and when, they were younger a few years ago. So we're past it all. We're over it. It's over. There's nothing left there's no more platitudes. There's no more pleasantries. There's no more sugarcoating. We're past it all. At the end of the day, what's happening here is that the guy who put us in this position, in this situation, is being trusted to get us out of the situation that he put us in. How can you trust him to do that? I just don't get it. If we're going to rebuild, fuck it, let's rebuild. But he shouldn't be the guy leading it. And I don't know who's out there. I'm not up to date with executives on other teams. I don't know who our GM should be. Peyton Manning is interested. See about that. I'm not the guy who's going to fix it. I am just exhausted. And I think Bears fans are just over it. I think that's what it is. We're just kind of over it. The team, we're still going to support the team because we're fucking Stockholm syndrome. We're addicted to the heartbreak and to the agony of being a fan of this team. But I think there's a lot of pessimism and a lot more, negativity around the idea of buying merch, going to games, just supporting the team in general, because that's what we did with the Bulls. I'm sure you guys were right there with us, just boycotting the team, not buying merch, not going to games, shit like that. That I think partially ended up helping us get rid of Garpax. I mean, I'm sure there's other things that go into that, but I mean, the only way that you can hurt them is through their wallet, because that's all they care about. At the end of the day, I think what's going on for the McCaskies right now is that the product has been good enough lately to keep people interested, and that's pretty much, what pays the bills is interest. And there weren't ticket sales last season, but interest in the team. There was still hope, a little bit of hope last season that maybe Nick Foles could help us turn it around. And it's just like I said, we're over it. I think you don't need to hear me say it again and again and again. It's just exhausting, and I just kind of needed to get this out. So sorry for raining on anyone's parade. It's kind of a shitty week to be a sports fan in Chicago. Bulls had a heartbreaking loss. They're playing tonight. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. Well, updates from me. I'm going to be starting a new podcast if you guys haven't heard. Still waiting on more details for that, but you should hear about that soon. It's going to be called In Arturis We Trust, as I'm sure you guys have seen me post on Twitter many times, as the Arturis Fan Club. Make sure to go follow me if you're not. That'd be weird if you're watching this and you're not following me on Twitter, at Arturis Fan Club. I'm on Instagram. I don't really use it. Don't really like Instagram, but I'm on there. I post every now and then. TikTok, same thing. I'm on there. Don't use it a bunch, but every now and then. So new podcast coming soon. Going to be Bulls related, obviously. The exciting thing is that I'm going to be inviting on guests from my group chat, fans of the team, people I've met, friends. I'm going to be inviting a bunch of people on to just come and talk about the Bulls, get to know get to know the Bulls community, because that's really what it's for, is for the fans. You know, I'm not an analyst. I've never pretended to be. Obviously, I know a lot about the team and a lot about the game, but at the end of the day, I'm a fan. And I think it's really cool to have a podcast that is specifically for the fans. So that's what it's going to be. Also going to be launching a Patreon. Not sure exactly. I haven't drilled down exactly what the content is going to look like for that. But bonus episodes of the podcast, or any podcast, I have a couple things in the works behind the scenes that I would really like to launch into your guys' ear holes. Bonus content like this, like post-game reactions, just kind of talking stuff out, will be on there. Exclusive merch, all that kind of fun stuff. So if you like me, if you like the stuff I do, helps me continue to make more content. If I can get that little bit of support, I don't need much. I'm not asking for money. I'm not begging for money, but never hurts. So Patreon coming soon, because I want to give you guys some cool exclusives. Other than that, man, I'm here. I'm always talking on Twitter. You always see me on Twitter. I'll try to make more YouTube videos. I know I always say that and I never do it, but I'll try. Don't know what I'm talking about, guys. Go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and maybe we'll do this again soon. If I guess it takes things need to be bad for me to sit here and vent. Yeah. Well, it's been real. See you guys later.